At its core, we are an organization that does top quality research that has an impact on Black communities. That's what we do. That's our story. That's what distinguishes us. I am so excited about the future of the Joint Center. I'm certainly excited about today. Thanks to you all for joining us.
I'm thoughtful about a young Black man who will be the first to introduce an exchange for non-fungible tokens. This is one form among the many forms of cryptocurrencies that would enable the folks who've invested to control the rights to art and music.
You know, we have been talking about the digital divide in this country for over 20 years. And finally, thanks to the bipartisan infrastructure law, thanks to the leadership of President Biden, who cares deeply about this, finally we have been given some serious resources, billions of dollars, to do something serious and structural about it.
Since George Floyd's brutal murder, we have had more people focused on that who didn't really think of civil rights as their issue before. And part of those issues that were laid bare, those inequalities laid bare, both by the pandemic and by those horrific racially motivated killings, is that we have a civil rights problem. We have unfinished business. And so many people who weren't focused on that are now. And we're doing our part in the economic lane. We know there's racial profiling, there's hate crimes. In our economic and access to equal opportunity on the job lane, we are really rolling up our sleeves.
You need members to execute on it, and then you need members to empower staff to execute on it. You know, in my 3 years running the Senate Commerce Committee, I hired 7 senior level people of color and women. It took me a long time to get the right people in those roles, but people invested in me and waited for me and spent extra effort to do it. I spent that same effort, and I will say, you know, I'm not going to say whether you think the bills that I managed on the floor when I was there, but I think that my team is one of the most successful teams that was in the Senate in this window.
Absolutely.
And I worked very hard to build that type of a team.
And we are all paying, or more likely rather, to be paying more money on our mortgages and our loans because of AI, because of information and data that's being used to make assumptions about us. Now, there are plenty of innocuous and helpful uses of AI, but those are some of the bad ones. So we shouldn't just be satisfied with, well, there's some good stuff out there, so we'll take the bad. We cannot allow profit motives to undermine civil rights protections and racial justice.